friends, welcome back to my channel. So we're all packed up and just about to head to the airport because tonight we're heading to Fiji and I am so excited for this trip. So Fiji Airways launched a new direct flight route from Vancouver to Nadi in Fiji. It's an 11-hour flight, which is amazing, and we're actually going to be working with the airline to check out the flight and experience Fiji over the next couple of weeks, see what it has to offer, create a load of content while we're there. And it's honestly a dream trip for us, it's a dream project for us, and I'm just so excited. So Fino is at his holiday home in Squamish. We dropped him off a few hours ago. Everything is ready and yeah, we're pretty much good to go. So we have arrived in Nadi in Fiji. Nandi in Fiji. Got my cute little flower. The welcome was so nice. So we're now just heading to the domestic departures because we're gonna hop on another flight to Savusavu, which is on Vanua Levu, to our first destination. So we just arrived at Savusavu airport. This was our plane. As you can see, the airport is very teeny tiny. Yeah. Gently. Made a cutie little puppy friend. She's so tiny. So we got off our plane in Nandi and then hopped over to the domestic terminal and then got on the Fiji Link flight from Nandi to Savusavu. The flight was pretty empty. The views were incredible, and honestly I feel like you should just island hop as soon as you get here just to have those views. We basically just had a scenic flight over the islands and it was so stunning. So that was just like a beautiful introduction to Fiji. It was kind of weird because on the flight from Vancouver to Fiji, flight departed at 10:40 and we landed in Nadi at 5:40 or 5:50 a.m. So basically the entire flight was in darkness. So when we got out, it was sunrise and it was like, then it kind of felt like we were somewhere new, and flying business class was an incredible experience. It's really cool to just be able to sleep for the flight. We got like 8 hours sleep. The food was incredible, but it was really nice, really comfy. The beds laid flat and yeah, that was awesome. And then the little plane from Nadi to Savusavu was like a 15 passenger plane. You do have to be cautious about baggage. So from Vancouver to Nadi you have 30 kilograms as the weight limit, but for the Savusavu flight you can only have up to 2 15 kg bags, and so each bag has to be 15 kg. So we had to bring an extra bag with us and do like a little swap around just for this flight because it was a tiny plane. So just something to keep in mind. But yeah, we're just waiting to get picked up to go to our resort, which we'll be at for the next 3 days, and it's just so surreal to be here. It's so beautiful. The birds are tweeting. It's still pretty early, it's like 8:30, but yeah, I just can't wait to see where the day takes us and to properly see Fiji. Welcome to our humble abode. We are at Koro Sun Resort on Vanua Levu and we're just checking into our Edgewater Bureau and it's so beautiful. I can't believe that we're actually here. So we just got the keys, so let's go check it out. This is so cool!
It smells great.
It just smells really nice. Wow, look at the shower! The shower's really nice. Look at the rain shower here.
Oh,
that's so cool. We've not even been here 5 minutes and Hubs is already in the water. Look at that colour. That is unbelievable. How is it?
There's so much life just here.
There's a little ladder over here off our little patio balcony area, and so we went down with our snorkels and fins, and we found a really big octopus, we found the little Nemo fish, we found so many beautiful colourful fish and starfish and sea cucumbers, and it was just the coolest welcome. So anyway, I'll finish the tour now. So basically we're staying in one of the Edgewater bureaus at Koro Sun Resort. They have lots of different types of accommodations. This one sits right over the reef. It has this gorgeous big patio area, and it's just beautiful, and it feels like so secluded, and you just on your own, perched over the edge. So here we have an outdoor shower, which is lovely. This is the ladder that we use to get down. It's super shallow now, the tide has gone out, so we snorkeled at a good time. We've got a lovely little day bed here to just chill out in. We've got a hammock.
This is not how you hammock.
Look at the hammock! We've been planning this trip for a long time, haven't we? So it's just surreal to actually be here, and I feel like this is such a beautiful place to come to right at the beginning. So we're going to be on Vanua Levu for 3 days, and then after we leave Koro Sun we're going to hop back to Viti Levu, which is where Nandi is, and then continue the adventure from there. But it's even just the flight over here, it was literally like a scenic flight. It was stunning. We see all the reefs, the ocean was so beautiful, you could see all the little islands, and it was really cool to like get a feel for Fiji and the geography. And yeah, this is just a really beautiful welcome. Yeah, my hair is super pretty. It's the humidity. So we're just having a wander around the grounds at Koro Sun.
We have this in our garden.
Oh yeah, we do. We're finding all the plants, all the tropical plants that we have in our garden, and all of them that die, they have them all here because it's obviously the perfect environment. So we just got a little pick-me-up. I got a double espresso because I'm feeling a little bit tired. It's been a long day, but it's been so lovely. And at Koro Sun it's kind of like, I would call it like a jungle beach retreat. Like on the one side is just like all jungle basically. There's so many beautiful little garden bureaus, and yeah, you're right in the jungle amongst all the birds and the bugs and the palm trees and the big beautiful trees. Like there's so much lush greenery. It's really nice. And then we're on the beach side, which is just by the reef, which is beautiful. So it's actually a really nice mix, and you've got something for everyone, and it's super kid friendly too, which is cool. They've got like kids camps and kids activities and stuff. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of have a wander around. The tide is quite far out, so we can't really go snorkeling right now. So yeah, we're just gonna have a wander and see where we end up. Good morning. We had our first official wake up this morning in Fiji. Oh, it's just started raining. We are obviously in a very tropical climate. We had a really good night's sleep. We went to bed about 8 p.m. last night and woke up at 5 a.m. this morning, which is pretty good. There's like a 19-hour time difference with Vancouver, so it's actually yesterday in Vancouver, so we're a day ahead in Fiji. But we popped a melatonin before bed, which is usually like my travel trick, and I find that helps you to get into the time zone much better. It helps you sleep a lot better. But today we are going diving. So there's a dive shop at Koro Sun Resort, and we popped in yesterday, and we're going to go for a 1-tank dive today just off the reef. They saw hammerheads just off the shore the other day, which is incredible. So hopefully we get lucky with wildlife, and then we might have a bigger dive day tomorrow. But yeah, it's probably a good idea considering it's raining, although the weather changes so quickly. It was so sunny like half an hour ago. But yeah, I'm really excited to get in the water and see what the diving's like. Oh my goodness, this is proper rain. Definitely make sure you pack a waterproof if you come into Fiji. It's kind of nice though, isn't it? We had such a fun dive this morning. We just did one dive and we went to the house reef, which was only like a 7-minute boat ride away, but it was beautiful. It was so stunning. We saw a grey reef shark. There were hammerheads, but they were kind of more into the blue, so we couldn't see them properly. We saw loads of schools of fish. We saw some eel. We saw some really beautiful stuff, and it was so cool that the reef was literally like a 7-minute boat ride away. So we're going to go and do another couple of dives tomorrow, but it was such a great way to start the day. This is the little lagoon area at Koro Sun. These little floating bungalows are super cute. The afternoon light in the Bure is so beautiful. Look at this view. Waiting to have some lunch. We went out and did 2 dives this morning and they were so good. What did we see? We're gonna need 2 hands for this. We saw a hammerhead shark, scalloped hammerhead. We saw a grey reef shark, ×2. We saw a white tip shark, reef shark. We saw a turtle. We saw loads and loads of fish diving. It was like diving in a fish tank. It was so beautiful. So it was really cool because we went out at 7 a.m, went out to do a dive, and then came back, had some breakfast, went out again, came back, now we're having lunch. It's just a super easy place to dive from, and the dive sites around here are just so beautiful. So yeah, it was a nice morning, wasn't it? Just ordered some lunch and I'm getting a curry that I got the other day, and I'm excited because it was so delicious. The food has been so good. I love the Fijian curries. They're really, really delicious. Tip if you're staying here, get the curry at the sandbar. It is so delicious. This is like a chicken and vegetable curry. This is like, it's kind of like a chapati but kind of harder, and then with a chickpea salad. I am very much gonna miss this view. This blue is unbelievable. I am definitely gonna miss our little bureau. We've just been sat out on our daybed just doing some work and soaking in the sun, and the views from the Edgewater Bureau are so stunning. If you come here, I would highly recommend staying in one of the Edgewater Bureaus. They're so beautiful. You have a view of the reef, of the ocean. It is kind of right on the water's edge, so you can literally climb down your ladder over here with your snorkeling gear and just go snorkeling right from your bungalow, which is so cool. There are jungle villas which are on the other side of the resort in the rainforest. There are also like 2-story villas which are cool, and floating bungalows in the lagoon. They're a little bit less private, so my favorite is the Edgewater Bureau. And a little tip for you, if you're visiting, have a look on booking.com. If you're a Genius member, then you can get really good discounts. You can get up to like 20% off a lot of accommodations. If you're a booking.com Genius member, it's free to sign up, and that's a great little way to save money. You can also, on Koro Sun's website, they'll often have deals as well. So we had a quick look at last minute availability before we came, and these bureaus were going for $500 Canadian a night, which is pretty incredible for an overwater bungalow. So there's just a little tip just to save a bit of money. But all the accommodations are lovely, but I love the Edgewater Bureaus. You just have the most incredible view. It's super secluded and private, and the night sky from here is unbelievable because there's so little light. The stars have just been out of this world. The diving is really incredible. If you're thinking about coming and learning to dive while you're here, I would recommend, if you can, learning to dive prior to your trip, just because it means that you can get here, you can dive straight away. When you do your open water diving course, it takes about 3 days to do it, so that just eats into your time basically. But there are some beautiful dive sites from here. The house reef that is like 10 minutes away is stunning. We saw a hammerhead this morning, we saw sharks, we've seen turtles, loads of amazing fish. It's literally like swimming in a fish tank. It's so pretty. So the diving here is fantastic. One thing to keep in mind is the tides. So right now it's just been a full moon, so the tide exchange is quite big, so there's actually only a limited amount of time during each day where we can go out on like a paddleboard or a kayak, because we do have to base it around the tides. But that's not an issue, it's just something to keep in mind depending on when you're coming. But yeah, it's a really beautiful resort. The staff are so friendly. I honestly can't get over how friendly and warm people are. Like everybody knows everyone's names, everybody says hello. Like it's just, the hospitality is just amazing, and the food has been amazing too. So anyway, we're going to spend the rest of the afternoon just mooching around the resort, getting some work done and soaking in the last of beautiful Koro Sun. Hi puppy. So we've called this dog Shino because she just follows us around. She's like a little female Vino, aren't you? She's so cute, and she's a mama as well. Don't know where your puppies are though. Fit check. You look cute.
We look very tropical.
We do. Good job, we're in a tropical place. Look. We're just off to dinner. We are heading to the seafood restaurant at Koro Sun. It's open 3 evenings a week, and we thought we'd go there tonight. So the menu looks great. Just wearing this cute little dress. Hubs is wearing
this cutie little
t-shirt. Look at the pink. You look so cute. It is our last night here, so we pretty much packed up because we're leaving really early tomorrow morning. But let's go have some dinner and enjoy our last night. Saying bye to our little slice of paradise. So we are checking out of our little beautiful bureau, and it's been such a nice few days. I can't believe how fast it's gone already, but we're gonna quickly grab some breakfast and then catch a flight back to Viti Levu and then get on the next leg of our little adventure. So we're back at the airport, just about to grab a cab to our next hotel. Got a little espresso because we're a little bit tired now. So we have just checked in to the InterContinental Fiji. We have just got into our room, but we're both a little bit hungry, so we're gonna go and grab some food and then we'll do a little room tour in a bit. But it's such a beautiful resort. It's so lush everywhere. The resort is really big, but there are just so many beautiful trees. It's literally like you're in the jungle, which is so cool. The flight this morning from Savusavu was really smooth. It's literally just like a scenic flight in itself, and then it was about a 40-minute, maybe an hour drive from Nadi Airport to get to InterContinental, and it's quite nice to see a little bit more of Viti Levu. Obviously we're on a different island now, but yeah, I'm excited to get stuck into the resort and see what it's like. From our humble abode where we'll be for the next few days. So we're now at the InterContinental Fiji on Viti Levu on the Coral Coast, and it's a little bit of a vibe change from Koro Sun. Koro Sun was a little bit more rustic, more of like a Fijian authentic experience. This is more of like a resort luxury experience, and we are staying on the club level at InterContinental. We have a 1-bedroom pool suite. We have this amazing pool. We've got a gorgeous view of the ocean. It is such a cool suite. It's super lush and green. You literally feel like you're in the jungle, which is really nice. So we just checked in, we're just checking everything out, and we're going to be here for the next few days, and I'm excited to explore this island. Okay, so this is our little patio deck area. There's a bathtub here, which is so nice, and over here we have a little seating area, and then I love the big sliding doors. We've got a living and dining area on this side, and then we have boudoir on this side, and there's a little welcome home message, which is really cute. That's like their slogan. Everyone says to you welcome home when you get here, which is just really cute.
Savusavu isana munitobo.
We are having a dive morning today, so we've just been getting suited up, just came down to the beach, which is so beautiful. It's kind of been different here because our accommodation is sort of like up on the hill, so we've had like an amazing view of the ocean, but we haven't been next to it, so it's quite nice to be back by the water. So yeah, we're gonna head out for a dive. There is an on-site dive shop here, and so I'm really excited to see what it's like. Last night was really cool. We went for a cocktail hour at the club lounge. The InterContinental has like a club level, and it's basically just like more of like an elevated level. You get like cocktails, canapes, high tea in the afternoon, you can have breakfast there. The accommodation is slightly further away, there's a private pool, and so it's just really, really lovely. So we had breakfast there this morning, had cocktails there last night, and then we came down to the main area, to the Karma Lounge, and there was a fire dancing show, which was so cool. The artists are just so talented, so that was really cool and a nice bit of Fijian culture. But yeah, we had actually our latest night. We went to bed at 10 o'clock, which was really late for us. We've literally been going to sleep at like 8 p.m. and waking up at 4 a.m, which has actually been really nice, because it's been nice just to get some work done in the morning. Went to the gym for the first time today, so I'm feeling good, and yeah, I'm just excited to get out in the water again. Hi. There's mongoose everywhere, you just see them skittering across the road. Are they like giant squirrels?
They're like weasels, like ferrets.
Yeah.
Like mink.
They're everywhere, it's really cool. So we had a fantastic dive this morning. It was really cool. We basically dove into a cave, and it was cool, and all the light was streaming through, and it was just really beautiful. And then we swam around the reef for a bit. Oh look, there's little go-karts everywhere. Little golf carts. I feel like
Go-karts.
golf carts. It's like we're on like Mario Kart or something, and they're just whizzing around, dodging coconuts, dodging mongoose and everything. But yeah, the dive was amazing, and it was literally like a 4 or 5 minute boat ride off the shore. The Reef Safari team were fantastic. They have a little shop here, and yeah, we dove in the cave, and then we saw a leopard shark. It was just chilling on the bottom. So we were done by about 10:30, and then we've just been shooting some stuff around the villa, and now we're gonna head and grab some lunch. But yeah, the diving has been amazing. I honestly think this is possibly some of the nicest dive sites I've ever been to. We love Indonesia as well, but just in terms of how much life there is, it's just phenomenal. Like, all of the corals are thriving, they're so colourful, so alive, and it makes you realise that in a lot of places like the Caribbean, a lot of the coral sadly is dead, but here it's just so beautiful and colourful. So I'm excited to do more diving. So yeah, we're just heading down to lunch to the Tumba. There are a few different restaurants at IHG. It's a really big resort, but the food has been great, the cocktails have been great. This is what we got for lunch, just doing a bit of work while we tuck in. This is like a seared ahi tuna. What have you got?
I got laksa, seafood laksa.
Seafood laksa, yum. So I'm just heading down to the spa now. InterContinental is a spa resort as well as a golf resort, and the spa sounds incredible, and I believe the treatment is going to be done using honey from the beehives that they have on site, which is really cool. Hubs looks cute in his trousers, don't you? Ever so cute. Just ready to go and grab some dinner. The spa was absolutely fantastic. I had the 90-minute Natadola honey treatment, and the treatment uses honey from the honeybees, from the Natadola honeybees that they have on the property. We need to go and see the hives actually. But yeah, it was a really, really fabulous treatment. So it was 90 minutes, and so 45 minutes of that was a honey scrub, a body scrub, and also a facial scrub, and then like a honey milk wrap. So they like wrapped me up and then he washed it all off, and then there was a honey and coconut oil massage, and it was phenomenal. It was so good. I'm like very, very sleepy now, but I just quickly came back, and then we're gonna go and grab some dinner because we're both very hungry. But the spa was fantastic. If you're thinking about getting a treatment, I would highly recommend that one, and it's just so cool that they use the honey from the local bees on site. I love that. What I'm wearing tonight, these little Aritzia shorts are very cute. Just popped on this cute little strapless top and also a blazer because technically it's winter at the moment. Winter is the dry season, but it's a bit chillier. Obviously it's not too chilly for us, but compared to the summer, which is the winter months for us, so like around Christmas, that's typically a lot hotter, but also it's a lot rainier, a lot more humid. So I guess it depends what you prefer. We wanted some dry weather, so we came in June, but yeah, it's been about 16 or 17 degrees at night, so it's actually been really nice and not too muggy. But I've just popped on a little jacket just in case it gets cold. All right, let's go. So it's a brand new day. We had a good start to the day. Woke up early, went to the gym, had a great breakfast, and we thought that we would get out of the resort and explore Viti Levu a bit. So we came to the Sigatoka sand dunes, and it's about a 25-minute drive, and it's basically the biggest sand dunes in the whole of the Pacific Islands, and it looks beautiful. So we thought we would just come have a little hike. It's about a 2-hour-long hike, and there's like a loop trail that goes around. So yeah, it'll be cool to get out. We've just seen like millions of flying foxes in the trees. You can hear the bats. It's super cool. There's so much wildlife here. It's just so beautiful and lush, and yeah, it's just nice to get out and explore a bit. There are millions of bats in this forest. They're so loud and cool and weird. Are they flying foxes? They're flying foxes. It's so cool. My socks are full of sand. That was really, really cool. We were in two minds about coming here because we couldn't really find much information about the sand dunes, but that was pretty epic, wasn't it? The sand dunes are huge, so vast, and there's a few little loop trails that you can do. We did the one that was 4.5k long, and it takes you through the forest and then up to the sand dunes, and then it's then about 20 minutes down the beach. The waves are so big and beautiful. It's just stunning, isn't it? It's a bit of a walk, a little bit sweaty. It took us about 2.5 hours, but we took loads of photos, so you could do it in like 2 hours. But definitely wear appropriate clothes. It gets very, very hot. Take lots of water, wear trainers, but yeah, definitely recommend it. It's a really cool thing to do, and nice to just get out of the resort and see more of the island.
Doing good.
Not sure. One of them.
On my phone.
One thing worth knowing if you're thinking about coming here is you can just get a taxi from the hotel. It cost us 120 Fijian dollars, which is about 70 Canadian, to get here and back, and our driver actually just waited for us the whole time. So I think that's generally how it's done, but it means that, you know, you've got a ride there, you've got a ride back, and it's a really smooth and easy journey. Just come out to the beach to catch some sun and catch sunset. It's been a really nice day. We had a bit of a drone issue, so we've just spent the last like hour or so just trying to fix that. I think it's sorted, but you never know, so we'll try and get it up and see. But it's still been a really nice day. We love the sand dunes. The beach here, it's at Untitled Bay, is absolutely beautiful. Everyone says that the beach at InterContinental Fiji is one of the best beaches on Viti Levu, on the Coral Coast on this side, and it's just so stunning. The tide is pretty far out, so we're just walking out onto the sandbanks, and yeah, it's just so pretty. Oh, lovely. Got some nice neutrals. Influenced by your wife. And a pop of pink. Also influenced by your wife. Give us a twirl. Beautiful. Love it. Fashion, baby. We've just got back from dinner and just starting to pack up a little bit because we're leaving in the morning. I've got my big fluffy dressing gown on because it's really cold in here. But we had a buffet dinner tonight. So at InterContinental there are 4 restaurants, and they all have a slightly different style. And there's one called Sana Sana, which has really good food. I would say that's probably my favorite for food. There is also Navo, which is more upscale. We had breakfast there this morning. It was beautiful. But I really enjoy the Sana Sana food. It's kind of just more like, it's just really delicious. So like kind of more like home style cooking, but it's really nice. And we watched an island dance, and what else did we do? Yeah, just hung out on the beach for a bit today. The beach is beautiful. Untitled Bay is really nice. The ocean is gorgeous. We went for a little swim. It's just really lovely. And then yeah, tomorrow we are checking out, which I'm really sad about. But it's been so nice being at the club InterContinental area. So that's sort of like just a little bit more of an elevated experience. You are a little bit further back up on the hill. The pool suite that we have is really cool. I think if we didn't stay in the pool suite, if you were to come back again, we would stay right on the beachfront in one of the beachfront suites. And there are quite a few that have like a balcony overlooking the ocean, or like a patio that come out to the ocean. They're not on the club level, so that's a trade, but it would be really cool to be like right by the ocean. But the views that we have up here are really nice. So yeah, I guess it just depends what sort of experience you want. The resort is really lovely. It's kind of like luxury, family friendly, more of a resort vibe, very different vibe to Koro Sun, which is where we were previously, and I'm sure a different vibe to the next hotel that we're going to. But it's quite cool just to experience different types of hotels and see what they're like, and they all offer something different. So anyway, we're gonna have a bit of a nighttime dip and make the most of the pool. Also, I decided to get packing cubes for the trip, just to split up like dresses, shorts, trousers, tops, etc. And they're so useful just to keeping everything organized. It makes packing really easy because we're moving around a lot. I've got one for my bikinis, one for my dresses, one for my tops, and they're just so good. There's also been loads of like crazy insects and bugs. Where did you go? Hubs, lost hubs. There's been so many cool insects and bugs, and earlier it was just kind of creepy being in the forest with all of the flying foxes and the bats just hanging down from the trees. It was kind of weird. Nature boy, at it again. What have you found? Hello, little millipede. They are everywhere, all over the floor in the bathroom. What should we call them? We had dogs in the last place, now we've got millipedes. Good morning. So we've checked out of InterContinental. We had such a fun stay there. It was a really cool few days, and we headed out early and now we are at Port General. It's about a 1 hour drive from InterContinental, and from here, there's a port here, we are going to be getting our next boat to the Mamanuca Islands to our next destination. It's going to be a complete vibe switch up. What I've really enjoyed is that the two places that we've been to, Vanua Levu and Viti Levu, the Coral Coast, have been entirely different. So Koro Sun was a bit more rustic, like getting the Fiji link flight over to Savusavu was so cool. Wasn't that like the best
Unbelievable
intro to Fiji? It was super cool, and because our flight from Vancouver was pretty much all in darkness, that was our first kind of introduction to Fiji. So the views were amazing. It was such a beautiful scenic flight. And then Vanua Levu was really gorgeous, such a different change of pace. The people were so friendly. Koro Sun was really, it just completely exceeded my expectation. It was such a little slice of paradise. So a little bit more rustic, still luxurious, and then here at InterContinental, where we've been for the last few days, was definitely more of like a resort vibe. It was luxurious, very family friendly, and it's obviously a bit more central being on Viti Levu. So yeah, it was really cool to just experience something completely different. Now we're heading to the islands and it's going to be an entirely different vibe as well. So Port General is actually a lot bigger and more built up than we expected. This is where you got a lot of the boats from to the island. There's loads of like restaurants and cafes and stuff, and it's a really cool little area. So we're going to hop on our boat now. I'm actually going to split this vlog into two parts just so it's not super long. So this is part one. Part two will be coming next from our next destination, so make sure to check that out. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed coming along with us, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!